This news has just been published and it's making the fans worried. My name is Simon, and I'm going to tell you why everyone is very concerned about our team's performance. The Philly Eagles running game hasn't been doing great lately, at least if you ask folks outside the Novacare complex. But coach Nick Sirianni isn't sweating it. After their nail-biting 28-23 win over Dallas on Sunday, which brought them to 8-1 this season, coach Sirianni didn't get all worried when asked about the run game. "I know you're just tossing out the question, but I don't really agree with it," he said. The Eagles only managed 109 yards on 33 carries against Dallas, and their main rusher, DeAndre Swift, only got 43 yards on 18 carries, a pretty lousy 2.4 yards per go. When they had a chance to seal the game, Swift got 3 shots and only made 2 yards, 1 yard, and even lost 2 yards on 3 consecutive tries. Coach explained that there's more to the run game than just the numbers you see on the stats sheet. He didn't want to dive too deep into the scheme stuff but said it's not as simple as it looks. To be fair, Coach Sirianni, along with former offensive coordinator Shane Steichen and current OC Brian Johnson, have often talked about how things like short passes and run pass options can mess with the plain numbers on a stat sheet. They had a good example from the game against the Cowboys when DeAndre Swift made a 22-yard gain on a jet sweep. Most teams would count it as a run, but for the Eagles, who spend a lot of time in the shotgun formation, it's counted as a pass because Jalen tosses it forward to Swift. From an execution point of view, it's the same play, but it looks different on the stats. Coach Sirianni said, "I think the run game is executing differently than what you've seen. When you just look at a stat book, you're not going to get that information exactly the way it is, right? Then there's the whole deal with how different teams handle this stuff. Some are under center and hand it off, and some are gun teams that pitch it forward. It's all about the style of your offense. But there's more." Coach Sirianni mentioned some other plays, like the one to Dallas Goedert. It counts as a pass, but it's an RPO, run-pass-run option. The real problem with the Eagles' running game is that it depends a lot on what Jalen does. He can manipulate the defense and make things easier for the running backs. But since Hurts got a knee injury, things have gotten tougher for the Eagles. On paper, Philly's still a solid running team, ranking 7th in the NFL, but that's thanks to some great early season games against Minnesota and Tampa Bay when Hurts was healthy. Over the past 4 games, starting after the Rams game, Philly's only been averaging about 86.8 yards on the ground, with a high of 109 against the Cowboys. So, setting aside all the technical stuff, if the Eagles want their run game to get better, they need Hurts to get healthy, and the bye week will hopefully speed that up. "Personally, I think the bye week couldn't have come at a better time," Hurts said after beating the Cowboys. Share your idea with me in the comments section. Keep those notifications on for the latest updates on the Philadelphia Eagles. See you in the next video.